Okay, sorry for the bit of delay and technical trouble we experienced, but that's how it goes. Our next guest is Tassilo from Bumblebee. His project, or I should say our project, is GhostControl Incorporated. We've got 16 days to go in our campaign, and I think we're almost at 90% of the funding. We're very happy with the support you backers gave us. And of course, it's a great honor for us to see that a lot of people like our idea. We've only seen great comments. Tassilo is the lead designer behind GhostControl. What made you design a game like that?
Yeah, well, of course, first of all, I love the original Ghostbusters movies. And the setting of hunting ghosts as a business is something many of us love. It's been a great idea. And so I fell in love with a game from the 80s. It's been David Crane's original Ghostbusters game. I really loved that game, just had to get it. And well, many years passed by, and nowadays I thought it's time for this idea, this game, to become a modern reality, a much more complex version of this game. And yeah, this had to be done for me.
So what's the game about? I mean, I know, but we should tell the audience.
Yeah. Well, imagine London being crowded by ghosts, and of course it happens then that ghost hunters appear on the city, and you have to take role of one of them. You have to take charge of a team of ghost hunters, and you're quite limited in your budget in the beginning, so you start getting a techie car and get some rookie ghost hunters, get some equipment that is very basic in the beginning, like a modified vacuum cleaner and such, and then you just wait for the first call, and when it comes in you run out and go chasing for this ghost. And you better try not to demolish the house of your client, otherwise you're going to have to pay the bill for this.
Okay.
It's set up as a mixture of a business simulation, like from the 90s, Ports of Call or Tropico or Theme Hospital, mixed with a strategic turn-based simulation, like for example XCOM.
Yeah. And what's the major influences? You just mentioned XCOM. Is there anything else that you found interesting enough?
Well, definitely the battle elements are very XCOM-like, but there's, if you even know the game Bing, for example, that's been a very wacky business simulation from the 90s, or Theme Hospital that I mentioned. We try to get the funny part into a business simulation to make it less dull. But there's lots of influences from games and of course movies. But definitely, I have to say, Ghostbusters is an influence of the game, yes.
Okay. We'll talk about your other project, Days of Dawn, in about an hour on the show. How do you manage developing two games at once, Days of Dawn and GhostControl Incorporated?
Yeah, that's a matter of interlocking in the team. We're a team of 12 people, and most of them are working on Days of Dawn. That's specialists, illustrators, animators, musicians, all the likes. And the team of GhostControl Incorporated is a bit small. It's 4 people, including the music. And we try to set up Days of Dawn so that the specialists take over now and go for creating the creatures and the backgrounds, while the 4 of us use this gap to go on to GhostControl, which has been in development beforehand, and now we take it back into action, and yeah, that's working very well. Yeah.
Okay, so you're filling gaps that you have anyway in the development process.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's your job? What do you do for GhostControl, and what tools are you using?
In GhostControl, I'm doing the graphics, the pixelized graphics. We're taking the 90s style, very back to this game, pixeling point by point, deluxe paint like, but of course I'm using Photoshop nowadays. Yeah, that's one.
We should probably bring up the team building image. where the character is chosen. Can you explain what you see on that screen?
Yeah. That is your team management screen. You have to set up a team that is having different abilities. Each team member has got his own abilities. Some are strong, some are more intelligent, some are good at aiming the weapons. And you have to get a good mixture. Every team member can select up to 3 items, and you have to build a team that can complete all the jobs necessary to hunt down ghosts. Like one is going with the sensors, it's the intelligent guy, another one is going with the gun, and one has to set the traps, and each one has got to have the fitting traits to do so well.
Okay, here is a question from the chat. Who do you call?
Yeah, I will not say so now.
Okay, so and then we've got the portraits that you have used. You pixelized people's faces.
Yes.
So we've got some people from our team who are now in the game.
Yeah.
I think it's great. But what's your biggest challenge to do one of those images?
Well, the challenge in that is to put the complexity of a face into a few tiny pixels. It's like a mosaic. You have to find the most special features of a face, and yeah, it's like pointillism. It's actually, I think it's sometimes it may be even harder than just to paint or draw them. Yeah, because you're so limited in your space and in your possibilities.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got a question here from the audience. Your trailer looks like a lot of fun. Can you tell me a joke that I would have to laugh about? It can also be something from within the game. Well, that's probably my department. So I would say, well, we have weekly news in our ghost hunting news, and that's sometimes nonsense, sometimes it's driving the story. I would say one of the nicest stories is about a ghost, which is the headless rider. And there's a big uproar because he wasn't allowed to be an eyewitness in a trial. Don't know whether that makes you laugh. And he's also acting very headless, but there's a series of news flashes about that. So back to the portraits, people can actually send in their image and be part of the game. For that's the £75 pledge.
And we will give you. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we're going to give you the portrait, of course. You can use it for your Twitter account, Facebook, whatever. And something that has to be said, we are, of course, also doing women. It's just because until now we didn't have any female backers going for this £75. But, of course, we do. And we would love to do.
Yeah. So I think we need to get some game content in here. The Ghost Hunters are called for an emergency, and we can look at the Ghost Control London movie. And you'll see what happens if they are called.
Yeah, you can see something that we just placed into the game that's really new, and we haven't even showed it in an update. As you can see, we have implemented day and night time.
That's the other video, actually. That's the ghost hunting scene.
Oh,
so
right.
Can we play it again?
Yeah, there it is. Okay, there you see the ghost hunters going out for the place of ghost activity. And you have to take care that you are faster than your opponents that are going for the same goal. They try to be faster than you, so that's where you can see that a fast car can be very important, but you have also to take care of a car that is big enough to load all your equipment. So there's some hanging around with the options you've got in your credits in the game. Okay,
so I think you were so excited about the new stuff that nobody has seen yet that you wanted to go ahead. So we have an image of the day and night cycle. There you go. So we've got beautiful lights in some of the houses, and I know Your arm is sore of all that pixeling. You already did 768,000 pixels for the whole of London. And there's more pixels waiting for you for the equipment and stuff. So we also have a movie that shows the day and night time cycle. That looks quite nice, and I was amazed to see it when you first presented it to me.
Yeah, I love that. Something I would love to see in the game would be seasons. As soon as I've seen the day-night change in action, I just pixeled it and I didn't see it in action. As I saw this, I thought the next thing we had to add would be seasons, but that would probably become stretch goal or something like that. But the day and night changes is wonderful. I love it. I love to see that. You can see it over and over again.
Yeah, it's nice, and obviously everybody will be able to see that soon on our page. It's in the next update tonight, I think, around midnight here. So we couldn't hear the music, but the music's special in the game. You wanted a specific composer to do it.
Yes, yeah. I wanted to have Michael and the team. Sound of Games is a team of two people, Michael Stöckermann and Philipp Issa, and they're doing a great job with every piece of music they do. It's unique, it's crafted especially for the one game they're working on. They place a lot of effort into the music, and I just love to work with them. And we've been working with them on Days of Dawn, and I've been so pleased and happy with the result that we had to take them for Ghost Control. And I really love what came out of this, especially the driving music. I can listen to this over and over again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the style too, and obviously it fits this 80s or 90s kind of style. So you're doing everything in Unity, and that puts out PC, Mac, and Linux. What are the challenges to develop a tablet version? Because that's something we've heard a lot.
Yeah, I guess we have to fiddle a bit with the interface. That's probably the biggest challenge that's ahead of us. We've been going for a display of 1024 pixels width, that we can take this over to the tablet. We have to make some buttons a little bit larger, but due to work in Unity, the rest of it should be fairly easy to handle. We've got to do some testing and some graphics has to be redone, but I think a tablet version is definitely an option.
Okay, great. So let's see what the Q&A does. We've got some comments from live chat. Pretty cool, very nice and smooth. And someone wants to know whether this is equipment behind yourself.
Yeah, this is, just wait a second. I'll take one of this out. I've got my, sorry. This is the Ghost Duster, the original Ghost Duster from Pagan Industries. Oh, I've got some cobwebs on it. So here it is. I hope you can see it. Just let me switch.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, it is a ghost trap that does neutralize the ghosts immediately to atomic particles. They get transformed. And what we got here is the Ectoblaster 3000, also a great tool from Pagan Industries. You can see
you don't have to have the original riff-raff Shrinkum further, the ghost compactor that stores more ghosts in smaller space.
No, Tom is out with that. We had an emergency call and he had to go out. So I cannot show you this one now.
Did you just lose your headset?
Yes, it got neutralized by the by our tool.
So someone shot an ectoblast on them, I guess.
Yes. So let me see if I'm back. Yes, I'm back with you. All right.
So it seems we have a statistics update. Is that correct? Or?
Oh, I'm excited to see that.
So we've got a funding update. Problem is I can't read it. I think Alex is trying to tell me that we have 8 more backers by now for Unrest since the beginning of the show. Is something else exciting? No, okay, so we'll take that off again and come back with it later, because of course we want to see whether someone is experiencing some spike here. So Tassilo, do you want to add to our conversation?
Well, what I would love to see is, of course, us reaching the stretch goals, as there's lots of stuff I would love to see added to the game. That's why we do this Kickstarter. We love this game and we want to see more and more in it. And I'm very happy that so many of you like the game. So please keep it up and let's create a wonderful game that's going to have a lot of fun for all of us. And thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I'll see you again in an hour.
Yeah.
Because Days of Dawn is your other project. It has been funded. And it was a interesting story. So we'll hear more about that when you're back later.
All right.
So next up is a very funny project, Nelly Cootalot. It's a pirate adventure, so stay with us. We'll just try to get the developer on board.